bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Pulls and fires complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Running inside, it's Hansen. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. First carry of the season for this transfer. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Sets up the screen. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Well, they've been able to stay on the field a long time on this drive, and in order to do that, you got to be really good on third down. And that was a tricky one there. The defense trying to give them a bit of a different look, but it never fazed the quarterback, and it never fazed this offense. They're able to pick it up. The clock keeps ticking, and this offense, they're thinking touchdown.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read. And
he's going for the goal line. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Power ahead. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Here we go. Ready, go.
To the ground with the back. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Takes the handoff. It's Davison. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets it away from his own end zone. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Finds his man down the middle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The run inside. It's Hansen. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the single back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Ducks in the hurry up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Go.
Dante Moore unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got his man. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they force a 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Running inside, it's Hill. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Moore. He turns that loose down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 13 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Huskers, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially turning it on. Still on his feet. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. They take the lead with the 6.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, but a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the grab. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Davison. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
I've been impressed with this defense today, guys. Like, just really good job of being physical, and you've seen it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Here we go. Let it go.
Tries to get it on the ground. Finding some room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing more. The short hands. It's Stewart.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Under fire. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. has more to throw. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Griffin. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground. Makes a man miss. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. will get things started on this drive from the 24. Dante Moore. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore will throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive, you're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You get field position like this and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense setting them up and the opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've got it back, tie game, waning moments, and a chance to put together the winning drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Throws to the back. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Go, go.
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. The run inside. It's Hansen. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Beck. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Blue 22. Blue. Go, go.
Right back to it. And tackled here by the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Right on the money. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the ground, it's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Go, go.
Throwing Moore. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Complete. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. There's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. There he goes. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, This offense still has life.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6. Penn State with the response.
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. It's incomplete, and the try for 2 and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.